Beavis graffiti artist is fired. Bring home the bacon face and not rain on today's silly, stupid fucking episode of 1, 2, 3 jokes.
We're finally doing a stupid one.
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, a competitive, stupid, silly fucking podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and compete for who's written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leone.
Ricardo Leone, our producer for today. I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Amanda Kerberg.
And I'm Eric Hughes.
Eric Hughes, our guest for the second week in a row, but like the 15th time overall.
Yeah.
Getting up there.
Yeah. You are getting up there.
You guys have really started to take him for granted. Nobody talked to him at the beginning of the last episode. Like, it wasn't like, let's talk to Eric.
Oh my God,
for a
or
second.
the end.
Oh.
Yeah,
Or the end.
you're right.
We've done this so many times, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Was Eric on the last episode?
Tell you what, Rick, you'll be Eric this episode. Eric,
Could you
How you
produce
been?
for us?
pretty good.
not bad. Round one.
No, I'm like worried my intros are getting worse and worse and worse over time.
I was obsessed with both of them. I mean, the last episode and this episode are so good.
That makes me feel really
no,
good.
Soothe
actually,
Operators
Amanda.
was
Thank you.
brilliant. and not Rain was so good.
Yeah.
I almost totally broke during that.
Oh, thanks.
Are you going to award points?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thanks, Bob. for
Carly,
thinking
you're
of
on
that.
I
the
didn't think
board.
you actually would.
I'm
You're
on
on
the
the
board.
board.
You know why I like having a little bit of points is because then if there's a tiebreaker, then I get to maybe throw some of my points at him.
Jeremy, yeah.
I like
Well,
when you do that too.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do that today. You son of a bitch.
All right. Well,
You know what you did.
Vanessa, our normal producer, is out today, so Ricky is manning the controls as the producer.
Our abnormal producer.
Our abnormal.
See,
Yeah.
he's comfortable now.
He
is
is
just
comfortable.
one of us.
Throwing shade.
One of us. Talk shit about Rick.
I think Rick has no jokes for this episode as
Or any episode.
producing. So Eric,
Fuck you.
Wait.
One of us.
Can we-
Talk shit about Rick.
Can we check in? Does Rick have a Taylor Swift parody song for this episode?
Yeah, but I'm not sharing it.
We are never,
Devastated.
ever gonna hear a song.
I think that's Taylor Swift.
yeah.
I wrote a really good parody, and you're not going to hear it.
I guess not.
You
Feels like we just did.
did my other favorite Taylor Swift song. One of us, Google gobble, Google gobble.
Is that really a Taylor Swift song?
Yeah, it is. Look it up.
What? I'm not a Swiftie. Here's the thing. I enjoy Taylor Swift. Love the lady. Great music. I'm not like a Swiftie though. So
Can you imagine the Aries tour of a stadium of people? Gobble, 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 gobble. We accept her. One of us.
And Carly's response to that is,
Freaks album.
we should do a parody with Carly where she's like at the table with all the freaks.
Yeah.
And like she is right now. She's like, and they start doing that. And she goes, I'm not really a Swiftie, guys.
I have respect for Swifties. Like nothing wrong
so
with
funny.
a Swiftie. I'm just not one
Yeah.
of them. One of them. I don't get all the Swift references.
It's okay, Carly. We're only making fun by you.
All the Swifties are at the table. Carly's over there like, one of them. One of them.
Gibble gooble.
Gobble gooble.
I think I can hear what they're saying.
Wait, okay. So Eric, are you a Swiftie? We'll bring it back to Eric. Do you like Swift?
No. I mean, it's not music I find myself listening to.
Whoa, woof.
Round one. That's why we did it last episode. Right ahead.
The Swifties are a powerful group of humans. You don't want to piss them off.
He throws shade on Rick, throws shade on Tay-Tay. I don't know.
Yeah, we would hate that
Bring
if
it.
they came to our show to leave a lot of comments, up our
yeah.
engagement. Don't do it.
Guys, Taylor Swift fans are not listening to our show.
But if we make them mad enough.
I don't think comedy fans are listening.
listening to this.
Oh, yeah, it's cyclical. It'll
Yeah.
come back around.
Thank you, Scott Gregg, for listening. All right, round one's for you, Scott. Round one. This is such a funny story. Like, I really absolutely love this story.
It better
I'm
be.
so excited. Your jokes better be good. I'm like, okay, I'm so excited. Graffiti artist arrested for spray painting Beavis heads all over Detroit. Brian Heron, the graffiti artist allegedly responsible, is now facing felony charges. He calls himself Beavis, B-V-I-S. I guess pronounced Beavis.
Bevice.
Carly, our
Vice
resident
and-
detective.
Bithead.
He calls himself Beavis, but it's capital B, capital V-I-S. Okay. Leaving his mark on buildings, construction materials, fences, and even inside a supermarket. Heron outed himself in the Metro Times in April, where he boasted that he'll do up to 20 Beavis heads a night.
Up to 20.
Man, it got real bad at the end there.
Possibly 0, maybe just 1.
Never 21.
He described it as a compulsion, as it was his favorite cartoon growing up. A search warrant was served at Heron's Highland Park home last week. He was arrested and is now facing 6 counts of malicious destruction of property, each count punishable by up to 4 years in prison if he is convicted. Oh, man. I just love it too much.
Eric, did you win the last episode?
I did.
Well, would you like to go first or last in this episode?
Let's kick it off.
Wait. Real fast before. Did you guys watch and also obsess about and love and laugh so hard at the SNL sketch with Ryan Gosling where he
It was
did
good.
Beavis?
It was very
I think that
So
was one of the
funny.
funniest SNL sketches I've seen ever.
It was
like,
so
I laughed
good.
so
All right,
hard.
Eric, so you better.
Yeah.
I feel like we can't even talk. I mean, how can you talk? You can't
We
talk.
probably could have saved that for after.
All right, then edit that out. But I'm sure the listeners are thinking it's not going to be as good as Ryan Gosling doing Beavis.
Well, Eric, if you please.
Eric, would you like to kick us off now, or you want to go last?
Oh, we'll kick us off.
right.
He's like Detroit's Banksy. If Banksy could only draw one thing and the police knew who he was.
The police like this Banksy a lot better. Jeremy?
Sure, I'll go. This man might go to prison where there will be lots of interest in putting a peepee in his bunghole.
They gave him a cute little nickname, too.
Oh, God.
Brian turned himself over to authorities, and naturally, he exited his home with his hands up and pulling his shirt over his head to hide his face.
Sounds like his cornholio is about to get more attention than ever.
What do you mean? But he's obviously drawing the Ryan Gosling version, which is a goddamn work of art.
Agreed. Good thing I brought that up earlier. The listeners wouldn't get it.
Good thing. Good thing. So they had time to pause our show and then go watch the SNL clip.
And if you haven't done that yet, go ahead, pause this. Go to YouTube.
Raise the bar.
And if you have time, come back and listen to the rest. I don't know.
Just be glad that as a Beavis fan, he didn't take up arson.
I'm joining you at the scene where the suspect has been apprehended in the act of destroying evidence with fire.
That's why I said my thing.
And it's a good thing you did.
It's a good thing in my intro I did fire, so people knew.
Yeah.
They knew what to expect.
So Beavis and Butthead was a cartoon.
It's a good thing all of our jokes are callbacks to Carly's explanations.
I just love Beavis and Butthead so much, you guys. It's so amazing. Remember when they did America?
Now that's the true fan talking. Nobody else knows that movie.
Now, damn it, Carly. Meanwhile, the Daria graffiti just stares and watches it all happen, not boasting about her presence, but somehow still above it all.
Because it's on a bridge.
And you know what? I loved that joke. That was great callback to Daria.
That's good.
Yeah,
Good job.
people loved
Callback
it. People loved it.
Carly, you're going to get a lot of points in this one. Mr. Heron, you are being charged with 6 counts of malicious destruction of property punishable by up to 4 years in prison. I don't think this is a laughing matter. And I think that's it for jokes in round one. Carly, do you have anything Beavis and Butthead related that you'd like to share?
Can you do some impressions?
You know, I have seen you guys.
It's all right.
You want to do Beavis and Butthead?
Halloween
Probably.
Oh
costume.
my god. Oh, that's such a great idea.
I'm Butthead.
Beavis, shut up, Beavis. I think that's pretty good. Listeners, comment. What do you think? All you Swifties out there, let us know what you think.
I want us to be the wrong one. I mean,
You're still listening.
and you're like, shut up, butthead.
Shut up, Butthead. No, it doesn't work because Beavis has a list. You can do a list with Beavis.
Okay, fine. Let's just get points then.
Also, physically, you guys look like the right
Yeah,
ones.
you look way more like Beavis, and I look way more like Butthead.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's true.
And Rick, which character are you? You're the couch.
He's the teacher.
Fucking couch.
You're the couch.
All right.
You're the music videos that everyone fast forwarded through.
They
That would
talked
be
through 'em,
funny
though.
because I could just pick a music video with and then put like, oh no, I'm thinking pop-up videos.
Jeez. All right. Amanda Kerberg,
Yeah.
save us.
Okay. All right. Jeremy, we'll start with you. So we started out with the bunghole. I gave that a 3.
You start there.
I
Huh?
always start with the bunghole.
and then the Ryan Gosling call out work of art was great. Gave it a 3. The Daria one I thought was just pretty cute, so I gave that a 2. Bob, the shirt over the head, very cute. Gave it a 3. The arson one, it's okay. Gave it a 2.
Oh, the gestures I don't like.
And then the laughing matter, the no laughing matter was great because it made us like picture the scene. It was fun. Yeah. So I gave that a 3. Eric, the Banksy, but with, different caveats. I liked
Banksy
that.
butt.
I gave that a 3. Cornholio, I just love a Cornholio reference. So I gave that a 3. And then when you did the fire, that was a good kick up to Bob's arson reference. So I gave that a 3.
Amanda,
Work together.
is anyone in your cornhole league, is any team named the Cornholios?
There has been a Cornholio team. Yes.
There's got to be a cornholio
There does,
team.
yep.
There has to be.
Do
There
people
has
throw
to be.
TP for them?
No.
I would imagine, though, their uniform is a sweatshirt and they wear their
Oh, they should have done that for Spirit Week. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna mix it up. Carly, I would like you to award the bonus point of the round to whoever you choose.
I don't remember anyone's jokes.
Take a look.
She's
You can
going to
do
give
it
it to her cohort
completely.
Beavis.
I'll just give it to Beavis. Give it to Beavis over here.
Alrighty.
Jeremy gets the point.
Leave it to Beavis.
Oh my god.
I can't help it. Jeremy and I just have the same jokes in mind. We have the same humor.
All right, so that means going into round 2, Jeremy and Eric are tied with 9. Bob close behind with 8. And Carly with 5.
Ooh, so anyone's game, really. All right, let's see what is going to go down in round 2. Rain on Phoenix weather radar turns out to be a swarm of bats. Every 10 to 20,000, that's not what I thought it was going to say. Every year, 10 to 20,000 bats fly to Phoenix on their migration path to Mexico. You know what? Now that I read that, I'm remembering like working on Mill Avenue and being like, wow, there's a shit ton of bats out here.
Come to think of it, there was a swarm of bats.
I do remember seeing 10 to 20,000 bats.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it's a lot of bats. It's got to be at least 10 to 20,000.
That's weird, right?
That was great.
For some reason, thousands of those bats have chosen a tunnel in central Phoenix to sleep during the day. When they emerged on June 29th, the National Weather Service encountered a surprise. The bats registered on radar imagery. Experts say the bats are mostly female, and that those bats are drawn to any dark spots without humans, where they can incubate their babies until they are ready to fly to Mexico. The bats have attracted the attention of some people, like me, as they bring their family to sit outside the tunnel until nightfall to watch the summer swarm.
The bat family. That was so confusing.
It should be noted that bats rarely attack humans. In fact, they avoid humans. Bats also eat bugs, specifically mosquitoes.
Bats are awesome. Bats are our friends. Bats are super cool. Everybody should love bats.
I would.
I thought there was going to be a rhyme.
Me too. I thought maybe it would rhyme.
There's this really cool scientist, and his I think it was his dissertation project was he put vampire bats on treadmills, and then he filmed them to prove that they had different canters. So they have a slow walk and a fast walk,
cute.
and then they have a run. And you can get on YouTube and watch the bats on treadmills.
They have little sweatbands.
Stop.
They hate it. Bats.
They have little ankle warmers.
little bat Jane Fonda.
Oh my God. A little bat. What's Richard? What's his name?
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons.
None of these had afros.
Tie bat.
Oh, a little afro on a little bat. Can you even imagine?
Well, folks, another hot day today. Hot, dry day in Phoenix. High today of 113. 20% chance of guano showers in the evening. Bring out those umbrellas. Be sure to wear sunscreen and get your COVID-24 shot.
Oh, yeah. What about COVID, Amanda? Was it
Oh,
caused by
those
bats?
sick
so
bats.
cute.
Those fucking-
Oh, that's what it is? Okay.
it
I
caused
was
by
like, why are we talking about COVID?
Wasn't it? It wasn't bats. It was,
think it was
like
the
an
lab.
aardvark or
Was it in
something.
the lab or
It hasn't been completely...
Yeah, we'll
knows.
never
Let's
know.
not open
Nobody
this
knows.
can of worms.
Can of bats.
Was it a can of worms?
Someone opened a can of worms with COVID spread. I really feel like we'll never know. We'll never
Funny that
really
you guys
know.
still believe that.
We'll never know.
I'd wait to watch your car. Forecast calls for an alarming number of bats.
Save your receipt though. They'll give you the rewash. The good news is the odds of getting bit by a bat is 1 in 10,000. The bad news is there's 20,000 bats.
At least in the Sonoran Desert, what's the worst that can happen? A rabid bat bites what? A chihuahua? Hey, what's wrong with Cujito? He's growling like usual, but the foaming at the mouth is new.
Cujito.
Is that a chihuahua talking about a chihuahua?
No, that's me talking about my pet chihuahua, Cujito.
Which sounds Japanese.
Cujito.
Or like a cheese.
Yeah. You mean Cujito?
Don't you have a
I know,
pet
it
chihuahua
would-
named Angela?
Angela.
Don't you?
No. That's tough because it should be
His name is
Cujito.
Angie.
Angie?
Anyway,
Anyways, it can't be Cujito.
it
Because
can.
Cujo. You didn't get the...
It can be Cujito.
I don't think she got the Cujo reference.
I don't think it matters. None of this matters.
None of this matters.
People may not know, but here in Phoenix, we actually get more inches of bats than rain per year annually. That's interesting.
Just the
Inches
best.
of bats. Have you seen bats? They're carrying a lot of inches.
Oh.
And I am referring to the cocks.
Oh, little bat cogs. Oh.
Little sweatband on the.
Recommended equipment for bat viewing includes eye protection, a clove of garlic, and a sharpened wooden stake, also known as aisle 5 at the Home Depot.
Hey fam, I'm here in Phoenix, just getting my rabies shot. Hashtag hot bat summer.
Bat summer. Ah, that's great.
That's not good. This isn't even
happening?
anything, really.
What's happening?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We've been in the 100 teens lately, so I'll give bats a try. Why not?
I'll give bats a try.
It's
Give
a dry
bats.
bat.
It's a dry bat.
Ah, it's a dry bat.
Well, if you cook it right.
Be sure not to leave your bats in the car without the windows down, guys.
What a frightening image.
Who could resist a romantic bat date? Swarms of flying rodents overhead, the pitter-patter of guano raining down onto your picnic, a non-zero chance of catching Ebola. Girls love swarms of things, right?
Remember last episode we talked about first dates?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the one.
it. Swarms of things. I agree.
Swarms of things.
Nothing says love like swarms of
Swarms of things.
The shortest way to a woman's heart is through swarms.
That's Hallmark's new slogan.
It's not often you can give a woman thousands of things.
Unless it's rice.
Yeah. Mitch Hedberg. Is that it for the jokes in round 2?
Yeah.
All right, Amanda Kerberg.
Okay.
What happened?
All right, Eric, we'll start with you. 20,000 bats, great, gave it a 3. Aisle 5 at the Home Depot was super cute, gave it a 3. And Swarms of Things, I just love.
Of course.
Girls love swarms of things.
He told it like it was. Girls
You love Swarms of Things. Oh my God, yeah.
He told swarms of jokes and she just fell for it.
You get bats, locusts, whatever.
You can have all kinds. You can have all kinds of swarms.
I have swarms of things.
So you got a 9 for the round. Perfect round. Beautiful. Jeremy. The guano showers. The guano showers, I just got a little confused. So I give you a 2 for that one because of the COVID reference. I didn't connect it. And then the Chihuahua one, I was confused again. And that's probably on me, not on you. I gave you a 2. And then Hot Bat Summer, I loved so much. So I gave you a 3. Okay. So you close around with 7.
The middle one is about the Stephen King book, Cujo, where a bat bites a St. Bernard and he goes crazy and kills everybody.
Oh, that's what happens at Cujo?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Wow, I'm terribly sorry, Jeremy.
It's okay. Just thought you were kind of cultured, but...
Apologize to Stephen King.
God, I'm so sorry, Stephen King. That's terrible.
Our regular apology to Stephen King.
Well, Amanda might not get the Stephen King references, but she's definitely going to get the references in this next round.
She's still got to finish the score.
No, you're done, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's actually probably fine.
All right, what's going on? She didn't even grade.
You know, I really...
Carly is so invested.
I want to get to round 3 because I like the story.
All right. Bob, the wash your car. Pretty cute. Gave it a 2. Inches of bats. I loved so much. I just love the wordplay inches of bats. So I gave that a 3 plus the bonus point for the round for inches of bats. And then give bats a try. Pretty cute. Gave it a 2. So you close the round with 7 plus 1, 8. So that means going into round 3, Eric is in a little lead with 18. Jeremy and Bob close behind with 16. Carly with 5.
Ooh.
All we are saying is give bats a try.
Well, in this next round, you're going to give Kevin Bacon a try in round 3. Kevin Bacon hired a makeup artist to disguise him in public with fake teeth and more. But, newsflash, he hated it.
And more butt.
Butts and more. He revealed in a recent interview with Vanity Fair.
I know that butt anywhere. That's Kevin Bacon.
Who revealed in a recent interview with Vanity Fair that he commissioned facial prosthetics so he could try going out in public without being noticed as an iconic actor. I'm not complaining, but I have a face that's pretty recognizable. Putting my hat and glasses on is only going to work on a certain extent, he said. He went to the Grove in Los Angeles and nobody recognized me, which the actor didn't exactly grow to love. People were kind of pushing past me, not being nice. Bacon said, nobody said, I love you. I had to wait in line, too. I don't know, buy a fucking coffee or whatever. I was like, this sucks. I want to go back to being famous. Footloose.
Famous and footloose. Hey, real quick before we start, Kerberg at VidCon, what did that little kid walk up to me and say?
Oh God, he goes, hey, I know you. And Ricardo was like, no, you don't. And he goes, yeah, you're from like, I swear it was something like the boom, blah, 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 blah. Something like, it was like something with a lot of bees. Like
Swarm?
A swarm of bees.
A swarm of bees.
Remind me of that swarm of bees that's
It was like, you're one of the boom boys or something. and Rick was like, no, I'm not.
So Rick looks like a children's actor.
Yeah,
Apparently.
we're really sad because we should have done follow-up questions.
Yeah, I'm sad too.
Because the kid thought, I mean, I was filling
he
out a
just came
form
right
at
up,
the
yeah.
time, but it was like a survey.
Yeah.
It might have looked like I was like signing an autograph because there was a camera there and everything.
Yeah.
Should have just went with it and be like, yeah, I am. Follow your dreams, kid. Do whatever you want.
Get out of this business.
Go
while
to
you
Comic-Con
can.
and just start signing things.
Yeah.
Boomba boy.
I think that would be a really interesting social experiment to have someone dress in like a random ass costume,
Yeah.
and you have people in on it who come in and is like, oh my god, it's Crazy Girl, and come up sign with it, and like have a fake horde and see if it attracts.
Oh, it totally would.
Yeah.
So somebody did that, but not with a costume, but they just basically hired an entourage and like a camera crew. And they were nobody.
Yeah.
And then like people were just like, what are you from? I was like, whatever. They bullshitted them and people were like, okay, well,
Yeah.
Oh, it totally works. I mean, yeah. Like I remember Lily Tomlin used to have like when she was just starting out, would have a limo like deliver her to her gigs, and they would just be like, wow.
Oh, that's interesting. I used to, when I worked at a summer camp, I used to have a camper that looked just like Justin Bieber. And this was in the early 2000, like mid 2000s. So it was like young Justin Bieber.
Hot.
And we went on like an actual like overnight camping trip with the kids.
Yeah.
And there was this like group of girls camping next to our thing. And I was like, oh my God, put your hoodie on, go glasses.
Oh my God.
And we'll send a bunch of our girls over and be like, Justin! And then just run into the bathroom. And he did it. And I swear to God, the girls from the other campsite were like, oh my God, did you hear Justin Bieber's here? Justin Bieber's here. And it like, I swear to God, it looked just
That's
like him.
so
See,
funny.
boys like swarms too.
It really worked. It's where it really worked. It's crazy. I think I have a picture of him doing it, and even like the picture looks like Justin Bieber. It's so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bob, put that up in the video right now.
A child's image.
Yeah.
He's an adult now.
That's totally fine. Right?
He's an adult now, so we could put his child's picture up.
He's like in his 30s now. But yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Did he bring sexy back?
No, he did not. Anyway, stars. They're just like us, said some asshole.
Bacon was fakin' until advantage could not be taken. His resolve, shaken.
Oh, you two had fun.
Oh,
Points.
so that wasn't some random guy? That's a real bummer, because I'm 2 degrees away from some random guy.
Can't believe I saw him. This little experiment showed Kevin that he did not like being 6 degrees away from his tall, half-calf, non-fat latte.
On the flip side, the last time a stranger told me I love you at a Walmart, I chalked it up as a bad experience.
But then, one thing led to another.
His disguise was very believable, but his alias, Kevin Imitation Bacon Bits, was not.
Kevin Jerky Bacon.
Jerky bacon. People not being nice, waiting in line, nobody saying I love you. Guys, I've been living like a movie star for
That's really good.
You know, that's weird. I actually saw Kevin at the Grove wearing a huge prosthetic nose, and he looked a little unhinged, so I just left him alone.
Like, I'm not getting involved.
I ain't getting punked.
He has his nose on. Do not approach him.
If he has his nose on.
It can be jarring the first time anyone goes to a coffee shop and hears, order for ugly nobody. Oh, ugly nobody.
Oh, did you get the same thing?
They spelt nobody wrong.
Ugly nobody.
They nailed ugly.
Did you say ugly nurbuddy?
No, nobody.
Oh, sorry.
Yours is coming up next.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You ugly piece of shit. Is that it for the jokes, or we got any more?
I feel like this is like a PR scheme, like to get the attention away from him and Kira being cousins. If you were
Yeah, that really took him down.
Been
didn't
out
it?
of the news cycle for a while.
Yeah,
Well,
they're like
now
14th cousins. It's not like they're doing anything that crazy.
But they pretend that they're even closer.
That's the sick part. When he wears his prosthetic.
Put on these noses. Yeah. Now you look like my first cousin.
No, I put it on now. She doesn't want to fuck her cousin anymore.
All right, Amanda Careberg.
And on that note.
Okay.
Do we have a winner? Yes, we do. of course.
We do have a winner. Okay, so Jeremy, we'll start with you. The 2 degrees, really great.
Didn't win.
3.
It's me.
It's plain as the prosthetic nose on your face.
2 degrees, super cute. Gave it a 3. The imitation bacon bits, loved it. Gave it a 3. And the ugly nobody was so delightful. I gave it a 3 plus the bonus points
I might have a chance.
of the round. So you close the round with 10.
Give Bats a chance.
Okay, Bob, the some asshole.
I didn't win.
Bob, the some asshole was pretty cute. Gave it a 2. The 6 degrees, great. Gave it a 3. And the I've been living like a movie star was so good. I gave it a 3. I loved that so much. So you close the round with 8. Eric, shaken. Oh yeah, your rhyme was so good. I gave it a 3. Somebody yelling "I love you" being a bad experience was wonderful. Gave it a 3, and then seeing him with the nose on and thinking he's unhinged, I gave it a 3. So you close the round with 9. I would like to give her. Oh shit! Oh no, Rick. I was gonna give Rick the chance to do the bonus point of the round, but I already gave it to Jeremy. So
Oh, tough break, Rick.
another day. But it wouldn't have made.
Glad
a
I was
difference.
informed that I didn't get something.
Yeah, like when you announce
I forgot.
when Rick isn't good enough for stuff.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I even wrote it at the top of the paper to remind me. It says Rick gives bonus points.
It's okay. We don't mind.
Yeah, we don't mind.
Rick, do you want an extra bonus point? You can award a
it.
point to anybody.
No.
He's just sad. He's just sad because there's a Stephen King book about a guy who doesn't get the chance to award a bonus point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take his bonus point.
Apologies to Stephen King. Okay, so that means in 3rd place, Bob, 24 points. In 2nd place, Jeremy, 26 points. And the back-to-back winner, our good friend Eric Hughes with 27 points.
Wow.
Thank you.
Too comfortable here, I think. Just kidding.
You're not going to be invited back for a while, Eric.
Too comfortable
I was
standing
on a
on
bit
2
of a
working
losing
legs.
You were on a little bit of a losing streak.
And just a reminder to everyone, I closed the episode with 5 points.
She did. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Rick, you want to give your bonus point to Carly?
Yeah, he did it. He
No.
did already.
Wait,
He
so
nodded
what's the
yes.
point threshold for getting kicked off?
Beating Jeremy too many times.
Yeah, just at some point we just get ghosted. Like Jeremy gets angry, and then we don't see that person ever again. So
Give Bob's a chance to win an episode once in a while. Actually, Bob was kind of dominating at the beginning
dominated
of the year.
the beginning of 2020.
So
yeah, and then Amanda started taking some liberties.
Came to her senses.
Then she's like, you know what? This doesn't feel good to
No more six-
give the
no more
rightful
6
winner.
And then Amanda went communist.
But it's all right. Congratulations, Eric Hughes,
Thank you.
our friend. Now what do we do? Carly?
yeah, I'll do a burning question.
Oh, yeah. I got a question for you.
None of these questions matter. Life is meaningless.
But I'm going to ask it anyway.
Okay, I'll give you 2 options. The first is, have you guys ever ran into a celebrity like while being out? Anyone that you recognize from like anything, really? It could be sports or whatever. And then the other question is, going back to the Beavis and Butthead story, is like, what were some of the shows that you loved as kids that you wish you could watch again for the first time as an adult?
For the first time.
Yeah, but or like any show, really. Like, what's a show that you wish you could watch again for the first time.
That's kind of a hard
Yeah.
question because now we just can.
So
Yeah, I know.
Every
no,
show.
not for the
First
first time though. Because,
Oh, yeah.
So my husband and I are obsessed with the show The Boys. Although I'm gonna say season 4 has not been that
That's what I've
great.
heard, yeah.
It's just the storytelling has been a little slow. Anyway, that being said, our friends were in from out of town last weekend and they had never seen it, so we watched the pilot with them, and I was like, the show was so good the first 3 seasons that I wish I could watch it again. And I'm like jealous that they get to watch it for the first time right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a good show. It's such a good show.
When I first watched Arrested Development, 30 Rock, like those types of shows, when I first saw that, I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Like it was uncontrollable, just hard laughing. It's the kind I never do here. But it was like just,
don't
it was
think I've
just
ever
such
seen
like a,
I know. It's like,
and you won't. And but it was
Bringing
just
those
like,
jokes.
but just such like a guttural, just compulsive laughing at those shows when I first watched them. So those ones, I guess.
But I feel like I still laugh when I watch those.
I still laugh, yeah.
Not as much.
Well, like a show like Arrested has so much layers to
Exactly.
that it rewards a rewatch.
Yeah, it does.
So you can still enjoy it, but like just like the initial laughing, it was
Yeah.
just like uncontrollable.
That's a really good show.
It might say more about you than, maybe you were more capable of joy in those days.
wow. Next burning question,
Good
Bob. Where did
point.
your capability for joy go?
Seems to coincide with the start of this podcast.
I don't know. I'm kind of having trouble even imagining a young Bob.
He's never been.
It seems like you've always been this age.
That's a show I wish I could watch again. Young Bob.
And I really laughed at that show.
I don't like the kid they got for that.
It's a spin-off from the Big Bob Theory.
Yeah. It was like but it like the single camera version.
Because I keep getting like in my like Instagram and stuff reels, I keep getting little clips from Big Bang Theory, like they're trying to sell me on watching it, and I don't get it. Why did people watch that show?
It's a fine show.
Every clip I watch, I'm like, this isn't funny. I don't get it. And they had so much talent on that show. I don't get it. I don't get it. Someone
That's not your question,
explain
right?
the Big Bang Theory.
Somebody
to me.
explain the Big Bang.
Is that a new superseding?
The show change?
Is that a new superseding burning question? Explain Big Bang Theory.
You know, my sister, I think I've mentioned this several times in the show. My sister is a notoriously terrible gift giver, like one of the worst of all time.
You're just shitting on everything.
And
everything.
for my birthday one year, she gave me season 2 of The Big Bang Theory on DVD. A show I had never seen, never expressed interest in seeing.
Did it have someone's name written on it? Like,
She had gotten a box set of DVDs and she had already watched
Wow.
season 2. So she gave
That's
me it
insane.
for my
She
birthday.
was trying to share the joy that she experienced
I was
with
like,
you.
why? I've
and
never
you said,
seen the
"Buff."
show.
But not starting at the
Why
beginning.
give me season 2 of a DVD of a show I've
my
never
gosh.
seen?
So weird.
Eric,
so
what
rude.
show did you want to see again?
Gosh. Going back and watching like the original run of Futurama would be
yeah.
great. Something like that. Or
such a comfort
King of the Hill or, some of those Fox properties when
Me too. I'm taking those as well.
Here's the thing about those shows. Those are so good to rewatch
Yeah,
that I
they
almost
are.
feel like watching them with fresh eyes doesn't really change the experience all that much. But shows with like shock value, I feel like that's why I said The Boys, because
Are you not accepting our answers?
no, your answers are fine. I just, for me, the reason
Jesus.
my opinion is different than yours and why I'm not saying these like comedies that I love is because I think there's something really exciting about watching a show that has twists and turns that like rewatching it is still kind of fun. But when you know what's going to happen, it takes something away
But
from
you also know the jokes. Like when on like a show with good writing and good jokes, like you know the jokes, so you're spoiled in that regard.
Yeah, no. I mean, like we're
No, you.
No.
We're rewatching Modern Family, and it isn't any less funny than it was when I first saw it. Like the jokes are still funny.
I think it affects you different, though. I really do. At least it affects me different.
Must, right? Like first time versus, I guess.
You
I would
don't
say-
get the full force of the initial joke.
I would say I met Will Forte
Oh yeah. That's right.
And your other burning question.
Oh, I forgot what the first burning question.
And then
If I could see Will Forte with new eyes.
and new eyes, yeah. And then the second question: if I could rewatch a show with fresh eyes, I did really enjoy watching Lost. I don't know if we mentioned that this episode or the previous episode, but
I think it was this
that
one.
was a fun show to watch, and I would like to experience that.
You want to be pissed all over.
I didn't mind the ending. I actually kind of liked it.
That's considered like the last big show that everyone watched like live at the same hour. Like it was like a
Like the
because it was on
MASH
network,
finale.
network
Yeah.
television. Even
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, I feel like so many people watched it at different times.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was like
Because it was a streaming option.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it doesn't air.
that
It
was the
doesn't
end of like
air.
It does air.
broadcast. Yeah.
Game of Thrones definitely aired, but you could also stream it.
Yeah.
So we would watch Game of Thrones the second it came out on HBO.
Same, yeah. Yeah.
Like because
I'm
HBO
realizing
still
that
can't-
I do not like shows a fraction of the amount that you guys like shows.
You're so cool. Anyway,
I just don't like shows
What
that
do you
much, I guess.
What do you enjoy?
motherfucker, you were watching.
You love television. Like
Anytime I'm hanging out at his place, it's like, let's watch Cheers.
Yeah, I think that what Rick meant to say is I don't like shows produced after 1990. Like I feel like every show
You
that
old
you
fuck.
love is from like the 60s and between the 60s and
What are
that.
you fucking talking
Yeah.
about?
You reference
Like
so
Laverne
many-
and Shirley.
Gilligan's Island, like
Laverne and Shirley's from the 80s.
which is before
I just like,
19.
but I just, okay, I think I don't value it as much as you guys do.
because you're just you have
it's
a
more
different relationship to
disposable.
fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like,
What
he
do
thinks
you-
it won't get him laid.
what do you like, Rick? What's something that brings you joy? What's something you'd like to do
I was
again for
watching
the
Back
first
to the
time?
Future
Yeah, were you ever
yesterday, and I
capable of
watched the
joy?
second one this morning.
You watched Back to the Future this morning?
Yes. No, I watched Back to the Future yesterday and Back to the Future 2 this morning.
Oh, that's fun.
You watched Back to the Future too? This morning?
Also, yeah, 2 this
Also
morning.
again this
2
morning.
also this morning
So-
as well.
So do you wish you could watch that again for the first time?
No, it's
I did
like,
watch it for the first time yesterday.
Oh, no way! What'd you think?
It's cute.
Do you wish you could watch it again for the first time?
Do you wish you could watch it every day for the first time for the rest of your life?
I'm okay.
That's to me also that's a weird question. Can I watch it again for the first time?
That's
like
not
sort
weird.
of like
That's
totally
not weird.
reality
People have those
bending
conversations all the
situation.
time.
That's not
Who's
a weird
ever asked that?
question.
Oh my
That is
gosh,
like
that's
a
not
really
weird.
normal
People have
question.
tried. They've gotten like that sleep hypnosis thing to try to forget like
I won't
things.
go that
yeah.
far.
No
I won't do
way.
that.
Yeah, no. So my biggest celebrity sighting is I went to the original Broadway run of The Book of Mormon. And right in front of me were Oprah and Gail.
No way! So you had really good seats then,
Really
huh?
crazy.
Or they had
You know,
really
they
bad
were
ones.
like good.
I'm sure it was that.
I feel like Oprah and Gail could have done better, but they were good seats.
Did Oprah and Gail think it was funny?
I think so.
Were they
I don't-
laughing?
That's funny because I don't remember ever looking at them during the show.
I just
because that's how
constantly
good the
being
show
like,
was.
Did Oprah laugh at that?
I
The
just
show
keep,
was spectacular.
I just keep thinking of like Oprah and Gail like coming in a little late. It's like, I told you we should have bought tickets earlier. It's like, see, now we're stuck here.
Man, what a great Broadway original cast to see.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
those are two.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a spin on the question. The thing I think about a lot is that there are fan fiction pieces I wish I could read again for the first time.
Really?
Yeah. And I try to take like long breaks and then kind of go
Book
back.
of Mormon fan fiction?
No.
Oprah and Gail fanfiction.
And the one I wrote about them seeing Book of Mormon together was so good.
So, and
This
I wrote
time
it
I was
just
sitting
now.
in front of them.
Like when you read
is a
Gail
self-insert.
takes her sweater.
I had the better seats.
I think that's everybody. All right.
Yeah.
Good question, Carly. Despite
Thanks.
what Rick
I
may
agree.
say.
I agree. That was a great question.
Was great question.
Questions.
Good question.
Fantastic questions. That's what you come to the show for. If you like the other stuff on this show, well, then go to Patreon. And for just $3 a month, you get an entire back catalog of episodes, as well as bonus content. All that stuff's there for very cheap.
Ooh, I have a question about bonus content.
Yeah.
We put together, I don't know if it's ever getting released, an Oops, All Burning Questions episode. Is that coming out as an
So
actual
that
episode?
would be the next episode.
That came out already.
I don't.
already.
Right now, it's just sitting. So right now it's sitting. So it's either going to be in our regular
That's
feed
sitting right now.
I kind of
at recording time.
Okay.
it's sitting, waiting to either be put into our regular feed or in the.
Why do you ask that question on the show?
I was curious if it was going to be an exclusive on Patreon for people who might be interested in something like that.
So
and then you can release it later as a regular
No,
episode.
the plan was to have it as a regular
Yeah,
episode.
to kind of like be ahead of the game. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, listeners,
Apologize
fuck you.
to
But
them.
stuff
Yes, thank
like
you.
that, you can.
I'm sorry, Stephen King.
Please forget.
Apologies to
please,
Stephen
please,
King.
and apologies to Stephen King.
Yeah. So apologies, Stephen King. Apologies, listeners and viewers.
Chino.
State of
What?
Maryland.
Oh yeah. The episode is done. So
it
we're
is?
going to end it here.
I'm Gugito Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly.
I'm Amanda Gerberg.
And I'm Eric Hughes.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!